running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
It's hard to stay mad at a player who fights for yardage, even if it's not successful. But on this play, I'm just looking at what the defense did. We always talk about gang tackling and getting more people to the football. How about the job they did there, the discipline they had? No matter how hard he fought, more and more people showed up and helped create that big loss of yardage there. That's the kind of play that the defense gets excited about.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 30. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep left side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. Allen, the intended receiver. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Chiefs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to go deep for Conley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
That's it, baby.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Now Brady. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got 3.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon is Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it. Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And the kick by Butker is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
One final try from Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying,